some simple models of sewing machines not provide for disabling feed dogs. This limits the capabilities of the sewing machine. You cannot darn or embroidery with this sewing machine. You can use a plastic darning needle plate, but you can turn off the work of the feed dogs using a simple trick. Remove needle plate. Place 2 washers under the needle plate so that screw holes are inside the washers. Now lay the needle plate on washers, insert the screws and tighten them. As a result, the teeth of the feed dog will move but not catch and move fabric. This trick will allow you to do embroidery and other types of work on such sewing machine. Many older or budget sewing machines do not have a built-in thread cutter, but almost every sewing machine has a slot-on presser footbar for cutting threads. If the bobbin winder is not properly adjusted, either too little or too much thread will be wound on the bobbin. The number of turns of thread on bobbin can be adjusted with bobbin winder stopper located next to spindle. Loosen screw and turn the eccentric stopper to desired direction. Retighten the screw and check how this device works. What to do if bobbin thread tension cannot be adjusted? The lower thread comes out freely from bobbin case and does not tighten upper thread in stitches. Most often, this is caused by pieces of thread, dust, thickened oil that has accumulated under the bobbin case pressure plate. Gently unscrew this screw, remove the plate and clean surface off. How to properly adjust a bobbin thread tension. There are different ways, but simplest is to take out the bobbin and insert a piece of thread under pressure plate. Measure 20 cm and grab the thread with your fingers at this point. Now, while holding the thread in this place, raise the bobbin case and pull up thread sharply. The bobbin case should drop another 4 cm. If the thread is then 24 cm long, then the bobbin thread tension is adjusted correctly. Some sewing machines can be adjusted the position of needle blade relative to hook point. This adjustment will correct such stitching defects as skipped stitches and will be very useful for sewing knitted fabrics. To make decorative thickened seam can be done by sewing with a double thread. But so that the threads do not break, replace thin needle with a larger needle, such as number 100. When sewing thick fabrics and leather, it is very difficult to start. Place a piece of the same thickness under the foot. Sew a few stitches and then lay your material underfoot and you can make first stitches without problems. Many sewing machines do not have ability to adjust pressure of foot on fabric. Changing the fabric pressure is important when sewing very fine or slippery fabrics. With this simple trick, you can easily increase the pressure on the fabric. Reverse stitches do not always look beautiful on garments. If you don't want to sew back stitches, you can simply set stitch length dial to 1 and make a few starting stitches. Then set the desired stitch length. At end of the stitching, you can also set a lower stitch value and make a few finishing stitches.